Simple de entender, pero al mismo tiempo es estúpidamente difícil de dominar.
Y después puntos positivos, que no sé si son más grandes que los negativos, pero gráficamente se ve muy lindo. El tema de las físicas es hermoso.
Counter-Strike has shaped every tactical shooter since its release in 1998 as a mod for Half-Life.
Time I was really interested in counter-terrorist forces. That level of sophistication in terms of the weaponry, in terms of the tactics, I thought that would make a great theme for a game.
Early on, we had to beg people to help us out. Even just to get playtesters, we had to beg people, hey, do you want to come play our mod? And a lot of people would be like, no thanks.
Greetings, how are you? I'm fine. In today's video, we'll look at the more specific evolution of Counter-Strike over the years. Join me as I reminisce about these masterpieces Valve has given us. From a simple Half-Life mod to a competitive game where thousands and thousands of dollars can be wagered. And of course, the creator of esports. Without further ado, let's begin. Counter-Strike's first beta, Counter-Strike, was in the beta stages from June 19, 1999 until November 9, 2000 when Counter-Strike 1.0 was released. When development originally started on Counter-Strike, it was a mod for Half-Life developed primarily by Min-LE with the assistance of Jesscliff. They formed the core of the original Counter-Strike team, though other people were also brought in to provide textures and maps for the game. Valve Software became involved during the development of Beta 5.0. During this stage, many concepts were still being refined and new weapons and maps were also added periodically. When compared to the retail game, these beta versions were tremendously different in terms of environments, graphics, and even gameplay. Many different maps that were included were ultimately discarded. Despite the fact that Valve has shut down all the One servers, as of July 31, 2004, these betas are still accessible and some even have their own running servers. Min-LE has been previously involved with developing mods in the form of Navy SEALs for Quake and Action Quake 2. However, he felt that he wanted more control over development and thus decided to start development on his own mods. As LE had already used the Quake and Quake 2 engines when working on previous mods, he felt that using the Half-Life engine was a logical progression. The fact that Half-Life was based on a realistic setting helped sell the idea that it would be the most suitable for his concept of a realistic mod pitting terrorists against counter-terrorists. Counter-Strike 1.6 Counter-Strike, also marketed as Half-Life, Counter-Strike, is a multiplayer first-person shooter initially created by Min-LE and Jesscliff as a mod for Half-Life. By the fifth beta, Valve Software started actively participating in the development and ultimately bought the rights to the game and offered the original developers jobs at the company, which both of them accepted. After about a year in beta stages, the first full release of the mod was published on November 9, 2000 and the game was also available at retailers in North America shortly thereafter, on November 14, 2000. Counter-Strike Condition Zero was originally designed to introduce a single-player Counter-Strike experience and therefore it has more in-depth single-player modes available than other entries in the series. In addition to two different single-player modes, the traditional multiplayer mode is also available. Condition Zero Deleted Scenes Camping Mode Counter-Strike Condition Zero Deleted Scenes is a bonus game, originally developed by Ritual Entertainment, included with Counter-Strike Condition Zero, making up a series of 18 unconnected single-player missions which were cut from the main game. The gameplay in Deleted Scenes is very different to that of a traditional Counter-Strike multiplayer game and has more similarities to the gameplay of ENG Half-Life. This is a linear shooter where missions have to be completed in a set sequence. Also, the story of the maps is told in forms of cutscenes that occur at the start or the end of the mission. Additional scripted sequences that occur mid-mission provided further narrative. Counter-Strike Source Counter-Strike Source is a multiplayer first-person shooter developed by Valve Corporation as a complete remake of the original Counter-Strike on the Source engine. As in the original, Counter-Strike Source pits a team of counter-terrorists against a team of terrorists in a series of rounds. Each round is won either by completing an objective, such as detonating a bomb or rescuing hostages, or by elimination all members of the opposition before time is up. Counter-Strike Source is a multiplayer first-person shooter developed by Valve Corporation as a complete remake of the original Counter-Strike on the Source engine. As in the original, Counter-Strike Source pits a team of counter-terrorists against a team of terrorists in a series of rounds. Each round is won either by completing an objective, such as detonating a bomb or rescuing hostages, or by eliminating all members of the opposition before time is up. Counter-Strike Global Offensive Counter-Strike Global Offensive or CSGO is a first-person shooter video game which is a part of the Counter-Strike series. It was announced to the public on August 12, 2011, and is developed by Valve Corporation and their partner, Hidden Path Entertainment. The game was later released on August 21, 2012 for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Microsoft Windows, Mac OS and later Linux as a downloadable title. On September 27, 2023, Counter-Strike 2 was released, replacing Global Offensive on Steam and forcing all its servers go offline. Support for Global Offensive ended on January 1, 2024. The Xbox 360 version of the game still remains online. And now we move on to one of the developments that has had the greatest impact on the gaming world in general. We're talking about a game we've all been waiting for decades, and now that we have it in our hands, we can only say, well done, Valve. This is Counter-Strike 2. In March 2023, Valve announced an update to Global Offensive, titled Counter-Strike 2. Using Valve's Source 2 game engine, Counter-Strike 2 features major technical improvements over Global Offensive. The game was released on September 27, 2023, replacing the previous version on Steam and shutting down all its servers. Almost all gameplay aspects in CS2 remain similar, if not the same to its predecessor, CSGO, while features some changes, ranging from minor to drastic, to fully utilize the most out of the Source 2 engine. All weapons that are used in the competitive and deathmatch mode in CSGO have been transferred to the new game with more detailed models. Along with them, CSGO's cosmetic items such as skins, stickers, and other types of knives were ported, though they still use the older versions of the models. And so we end with one of the longest scripted videos I've made so far. Even though Counter-Strike's anniversary was last year, I didn't want to be left behind and wait another 4 years, because as I always say, better late than never. If you like this video, don't hesitate to give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this, dubbed into different languages. Yes, this channel is Spanish speaking. So, without further ado, I'll see you all until the next video. See you later!